Hello everyone, I'm Carol. Today, let's talk about the human library and its application in school education. When you enter a library, you may borrow various books, from society to nature, from science to literature. But there is a special library called the human library. It doesn't contain any of these books. Instead, you can borrow a person from it. It's a great way to meet someone you wouldn't meet in your daily life. Do you expect to have a human library just in our school? Nowadays, human libraries exist in many schools globally to break prejudice and embrace diversity. Some schools, like the International School of Paris, even put human library programs into their curriculum and use them as a teaching strategy to enhance students' learning. After browsing many schools' websites about the human library and keep updating, we found that due to the pandemic, human libraries have evolved in multiple forms step by step, including the conventional face-to-face form, online virtual form, and even mobile form. Since the human library has enjoyed great popularity in school education, many researchers and educators have further studied the benefits of it. Carrie Popp told us, "A school human library is helpful in many aspects, including building a strong community, supporting the curriculum, helping students develop interpersonal skills, and inspiring them to inquire, learn, and grow." Carrie Popp is a highly accomplished teacher librarian at Charles Sturt University. She just mentioned these benefits in her journal article, Walking a Mile in Their Shoes. She took the human library in her school as a real example, making the explanation more vivid. Also, in a recent study, a group of researchers found that a human library in schools has numerous benefits for students. It not only helps them understand different perspectives and develop empathy, but also improves their communication skills and critical thinking abilities. The researchers conducted a study to explain the reasons. First, they engaged 373 students to talk with living books in some school human libraries. Then gather their feedback and feelings. The researchers used several tables and graphs to analyze this data and finally get the results. Specifically, the results show that 13% of the students said they really liked the human library atmosphere. 30% of the students thought the human book story was an inspiration for their future life, and 6% of them found they discovered themselves in the read human library story. From this data, we can see that more than half of the students felt a positive change in themselves. The changes appeared in the increased knowledge, understanding, and self-reflexivity among them. So the study told us, a human library is a powerful tool for improving students' learning experiences and overall development. Until now, many human libraries have been successfully established in schools. Hong Kong University, Cambridge University, and the University of Southern California are a few examples of them, and it's much more than that. We learned from a website article. Early in 2010, William Clark College already established a human library. The school's librarian, Tanya Shekel, was inspired by a similar program in Denmark and decided to bring it to her school. She started with carefully planning and preparation, gaining support from both teachers and students. And the living books were carefully selected from the school and the local community. The event was really a great success, with over 300 students participating. Many of them said they had gained a deeper understanding and empathy for students who were different from themselves. The success of the human library at William Clark College has inspired other schools and organizations in Australia to follow. Since then, the human library has become a valued tradition at the schools. Okay, now let's have a recap. Do you notice that we have mentioned 3 articles in the previous discussion? They all talk about the human library's application in schools, but had different focuses. Carrie Popp shared practical advice about how to build a school human library in 7 detailed steps, while the group of researchers gave more theoretical analysis. They used several data to strongly prove the benefits of the school human library. And the third article provided a real success story about establishing a school human library. We can see that these articles supported each other and fully told us the same thing. The school human library is really useful and worth exploring. So this inspired us. In the future, we can try to establish more human libraries in schools. You can either follow Carrie's instructions or develop your own ideas. Don't forget that the initial aim of this program is to help students develop. So you can create more interesting forms of school human library to engage more students. Thank you for watching. See you next time.